Okay, y'all, so we're gonna be using the jeans that I had last Saturday, and we're gonna be making some more cute jean ideas. Okay, so I've got these printables that I designed on my silhouette for you, but I've got these patterns, and this will be a trim for this. This will go in this will be for this, and this will be a trim on here. All these go together, okay? Okay, so I have cut my patterns out, and I just wanted to show you. This is a simple little manila folder, you know, that we had that we're not using anymore, and I just save everything because that's what you do. Okay, so these are the jeans from the stocking DIY. I didn't get to do a DIY this past Saturday because we had some plumbing issues I had to help my husband with. So that kind of, I don't know if you've ever done plumbing, but kind of took all day. So anyways, I'm going to take these jeans, okay, and this is the reason why I put these on something stiff like a cereal box or a file folder or, you know, comic book board or whatever, is because some of these are easier to trace out. So what I'm going to do with each one of these is I'm going to simply put pins in here. Okay? You'll have to forgive me. My grandbaby is whispering over here. She talks a lot. She's funny, actually. And I'm going to pin mine good because I don't like shifting. Okay? And then I just take my scissors and I'm going to carefully go around and cut on my line. Okay? And these are going to be easy to sew. You can hand sew them or you can machine sew them. Whichever one makes you happy, tickles your fancy, or whatever. So I had them all cut out. And what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm not pinning all these because they have some intricate, I think that's the word. You know, I probably might even should be saying that, but you know, some tricky corners. Let's just put it that way, tricky corners. So I'm going to take my stars, okay? Well, I'm going to take all of them, and I'm going to go from the middle out with my Jot glue stick from the Dollar Tree. These are my favorite for sewing because they do not gum up my needle. And then I'm going to lay my star on my batting, and then I am going to roll it. Now, you don't have to roll, you know, to roll or not to roll, that is the question. You do what you want, okay? It just makes me happy. I kind of come off a little bit, but you know, the good thing about these, they're DIYs and they don't have to be perfect. So, and y'all, I know I talk about these scissors a lot. These are my Kai scissors. My goodness, these are the best stinking scissors. My hand fits in there. Whereas these I used to love, do not. I love these until I got these. So anyways, I'm just going to cut this out. So when I did these, okay, I already pre-sewed these because when I had the camera off, I just did it. You ain't got to watch every one anyway. So I just glued them and one at a time and laid them up in a line and cut them all out at one time, okay? Made it a whole lot easier for me. So there's a tip from me to you. You can do that or you don't have to. Now also, this could be a project for a gluer, or if you don't want to use a sewing machine, you can hand sew them, okay? You do not have to use a sewing machine for this project. So now I'm going to take this, make sure I have no fuzzies on it. I've been working here. And I'm just going to take my glue, make sure you put it on the right side because you don't want to sew the wrong side unless you just want the wrong side showing. It's yours, it's up to you. So I'm just going to take the wrong side. I'm going to take the wrong side and I'm going to put my glue on it. Just like I did to lay it on the batting in the first place. Make sure you get your corners really well. Like I said, the sewing needle will not stick or gum up with this. Now these you want to lay as close to what you cut as possible, and I'm gonna roll it just because I roll it out. I don't know, it makes me feel better, like I'm really smushing this glue, you know, like I'm doing something here. So now all I'm gonna do is, when you sew these, now I'm telling you, the gingerbread man was the trickiest. So like I said, if you're not an expert sewer, or you're not a sewer, period, you can glue these, but it was, I'll show you later. I can't show you now. But I'm just gonna start at one point, go down, pivot, go down, pivot, go down, pivot, go down, pivot. And you can go out as much as you want to. Now I am gonna show you that I sewed this one. Hold on, I got glue on here. I can't handle it. It just rubs right off. I love it. I love it. Okay, the snowman. The snowman. This, I had to hand turn this. Okay, I had to hand turn right here and right here. And like I said, these do not have to be perfect. I got a little off right there. But it doesn't matter. So anyways, just be mindful. You might want to do if you do a hand stitch, blanket stitch, that would be beautiful on these as well. Whatever you choose to do. I'm going to go sew this one and I'll be right back. Now I'm done. I've clipped my stitches off. Now I'm just going to, you do not have to do this either. You can leave them just like they are. It doesn't matter, but I want mine kind of raggy. That'll probably even fall off. I don't know. So now after I got them clipped, I fixed my little snowman. Okay, I snipped him in 2 places. I got to going too fast, y'all. The best way that I found to do this, you can do this with a toothbrush. You can buy these brushes at Walmart. You can buy them at hobby stores. You can buy them at the Dollar Tree even. My air just kicked on. That's going to be a little loud roar. I apologize, but it's hot in here, so yeah, it happens. But the best way to do this is to take this brush and to go sideways. I don't know why, but like when you go above, it doesn't do anything. So when you go sideways, it really mushes in there and gets them fibers. Now like I said, you ain't got to do this if you don't want to, okay? This is up to you. You don't have to. And I'm probably moving you everywhere, and I apologize for that, but I'm just showing you, look, go in, go sideways. If you're going to do this, go sideways, okay? And then it gets everything. And then when you're done, just take your brush and go like that and wipe all those fibers off. Now my fuzz balls are blowing all over the table because I got my ceiling fan on, but anyways, you might have to wipe yours off or clean yours off. I'm sure it's, you know, it's a messy job right here. Crafting is a messy job sometimes. But anyway, I'm gonna go fuzz my things. I'm fraying these. Okay, I wanted to tell you, I don't know if I mentioned it when I was talking about the patterns, but if you want this to be the little fat guy in the red suit, okay, y'all know who I'm talking about. You can take this pattern and alter it and just put this to a point, you know what I'm saying, and then you just put white here instead of what I'm fixing to do. So anyway, here's my doodads. Now y'all look, this tree wasn't no problem. None of these was really a problem, but this little guy, holy moly, he was rough. I don't know, I winged it. You could, like, I don't know, if you want to do this one, do this one. If you don't I mean, you really got to be pretty good at sewing and getting around curves if you do this little guy. But like I said, you could just take hot glue and put it around here and then smush these together, and you can do the same thing with hot glue. You do not have to sew these, okay? It's just I prefer sewing because I like the stitches look, you know. I love Wonder Under, okay? It's thinner and it just, for craft projects, I just love it. But I've got Heat and Bond Light also, and I have it already open. Heat and Bond Light. I buy this at Walmart and craft stores and things like that. So what I'm gonna do is, this is another reason why I put these on this kind of stuff, okay? So I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna draw these on, okay? I'm gonna draw them on, and I'm cheating. Now you can hot glue these, but hot glue makes bumps, and I don't like hot glue bumps. I will be using a hot glue gun for some embellishments, but I don't like hot glue guns. I don't like the bumps that hot glue gives you, okay? Y'all, I'll be okay. So I'm gonna take a pencil and I'm carefully gonna go around here and I'm gonna trace out all of my itty bitties, okay? All of these. I need 2 cuffs, or two, you know what? These are the little ones. So I'm gonna trace them out on this paper here, okay? You don't have to watch me do all that. Now, can you tell that I'm a miser? I like to save stuff. Now, when you cut these, cut inside of your lines that you drew, because you know where we cut it and frayed it, these patterns, well, this one doesn't matter, this one doesn't matter. It is the ball here, because you see this pattern, look, was the same as this. So you have to be mindful. You got to cut a smaller square here. Now, you don't for this necessarily, but it won't hurt it, because it's going to go on like this. It won't hurt it 1 iota. But for these little trims and the roof, you know, you got to cut these smaller. So just be mindful of that. So y'all, I want you to know how to do this, okay? So these are my little tree toppers, ornament toppers, okay? And they're way smaller than this. You just need 2 little squares, because look, it's just a little bitty thing that fits in there, okay? One was smaller and one, you know. So anyways, I got 2 of those, so I'm gonna make sure that I put them with the one that it goes with, because I gotta visualize these colors, okay? And then when I cut my top, it's gonna go up here, and it was made to hang off, okay? If you don't want to do that, then just cut it up the side here. But mine, I wanted it to hang off like more of a roof type deal. And then this one goes with this one. This one, okay, I have to show you something on that one, because I don't have a thing for that one. And this goes on this hat right here, okay? So for this and the cuff, okay, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I cut this out inside my lines, okay? So I'm going to put it down here, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to mark where I want to cut this off, because that just made more sense. And when you're cutting this, make sure you use, now these are Dollar Tree scissors, and I've never had an issue with cutting thread or anything with these. They're very good scissors, but this pair I have designated for my smaller paper cuts, okay? So this one goes here, and then you can cut another star to put up here if you want to. I think I will, just because. And then on this one, I'm just gonna go around a little bit and draw my, you know, this is what needs to be cut off. Because when I made this pattern, I made it the exact size in case, you know, there's not a lot of people that, or there's some people, I'm not saying there's not a lot, but there's some people that don't like that frayed look. So I didn't want that option for everybody. So you see this right here will now fit right there. So I am going to go and cut out another star for this, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with these little pieces of paper. Okay, so what we're doing, all right, I'm going to do the candy cane first, because that's the one that I need to explain the most. After I do the candy cane, you'll understand what I'm doing with everything else. So I have the good Lord, my material here that I want to use, and these are going to be country and rustic, okay? And I cut a square piece, doesn't have to be even. I mean, it really is not no issue. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the bumpy side, okay? You want the paper up. You do not want to iron your paper. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to dry iron and put that right on my fabric, okay? Right there. Now when this cools off, you can take, now I've done been cutting paper, and my scissors don't want to cut my fabric. You see why you don't use fabric scissors to cut any papers, y'all. We don't want to cut paper with our fabric scissors. Okay, now that I have this, all right, I am going to just measure how wide I need my lines, and I want them about that big. So if I go down here, that's about 1 inch. So I'm going to do a little over 1 inch, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut, this ain't even. I'm going to cut 1 inch strips, okay? And then I'm going to cut them about yay wide. These do not have to be perfect. Now when you get up to the top curve, we're going to have to do something. So we have 1, we're just matching them up here, y'all. 2, and like I said, these don't have to be perfect. The more rustic it is, the more imperfect. It's perfectly imperfect is what they say. Perfectly imperfect. Nope, we ain't got to do nothing. This one just needs to be a little bit more, a little skinnier. And then I'm going to need a couple more. So I'm just going to go over here, and I'm going to go about over 1 inch, a little bit. Now I'll save that in case I want it for something else. Okay, and I might could do one on the tip. We'll just do a teeny tiny one. I think it would look better. I could be wrong. Sometimes I am. I know that's hard for you to believe, but that's what I tell my husband. That's what I tell my husband. I'm actually videoing this. I have something to do this weekend. I'm videoing this on my anniversary. So, we've been married 24 years today. We've had our ups and downs, but we're still holding on, y'all. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I'm going to curve this one around just to make it... Wait, can I get... I'm going to make a little bitty curvy one for down there just because I think that's so stinking cute. And this one's too long. Y'all, this is a trial and error, and this is time-consuming project, but it's going to be so stinking cute. I know it. I know it is. Y'all will comment, oh my God, that's so cute. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what you'll comment. I really don't. Sometimes you never know. Y'all are always nice, though. For the most part, you're nice. I think the mean ones have left me, or just learned how to deal with me. I'm sarcastic, and that's just, you know, it's just the way it is. I am trying to change. Y'all, I gotta maneuver these up how I want them. Like I said, don't have to be perfect. Now I'm gonna cut a little bitty one like I did that, and then just round this baby out. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, I gotta go over here. I have a board under this. It's not what I want, but I got one because you do not want to. You don't want to iron on these mats. You'll bow them up and ruin them. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna take these off, and I'm gonna try to remember how I vision that. Okay. So I know this one goes here. So I'm going to hopefully get this off without fraying it too bad. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right here. Now, like I said, you can hot glue it, but you'll have the bumps. Just press it for a little bit and you're good to go. So I'm going to do the same to this one. And I'll cut all the pieces out from my fabrics. I have a hodgepodge. Y'all, I hope I'm not in this camera. My big nose was. I've got a bunch of, you know, homespun fabrics over here, and so that's what I'm going to be using. That's what I'm going to be cutting stuff out of. Ain't that gorgeous? I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to use it. These don't have to match. They're just, and that's a Christmas one. I don't even know if I'll use it because it doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't go with these, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see. Sometimes I don't match things. Sometimes it looks better not matched, but anyway, I'll let you watch me do this one. Now you do want to put a little pressure, y'all. Just a little pressure. Oh my goodness. How gorgeous. How cute is that? Now y'all do not have to use my ornaments as ornaments. By the way, I do have them in I have a Facebook page that I sell my DIYs from. And if you buy my DIYs in there, you do not have to use these as ornaments. You can use them as garlands. You can make your garlands for your fireplace, or you know, your coffee bars, or whatever you want to do, and they'd be cute too. Now you can do the other side if you want to. I'm just doing one side, and so this is going to be like this right here for now. And this one I am going to take, and I am going to use the batting. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I want them to match, and that wouldn't match, okay? Oh, that'd be cute. So I'm going to take one of these. These are just fabric scraps I had. I mean, just scraps. And I'm going to iron a square onto it, okay? Now I don't need a big piece, okay? I don't. So I'm gonna take this. You want to make sure that yours fits your fabric and does not hit your ironing surface, because you'll get sticky all over it, okay? And you do not want that. That'd be tragic. So what I'm gonna do, now you can glue rickrack if you want to. That's up to you. Now I'm just going to measure it, cut it off where it needs to be, and then I'm going to glue these down on his arms. And I'm not doing anything for the head, okay? I'm just doing the hands and the feet to tie them all in. Now you can do without. I have another frog. Hold on. So sorry about that, y'all. Y'all know how it is, I hope. Well, maybe I hope you don't. I don't know. But anyway, this is crooked, and that's just perfect to me because it makes it, you know, more unique. So my iron's off. We're not doing any more iron. So, like I was trying to say, you can do with the star or without the star. That's up to you. I think it's cute, but I mean, hey, they're not mine anyway. Like I said, I'm gonna sell them. So here's a few of my buttons. Y'all would think I'm kidding, but I need some more. I seriously need some more. I gotta get some. I gotta find some somewhere. I need buttons because I use these a lot in DIYs, and I'm running out of certain ones and that I like, and I want a nice little button up here. Y'all, I'm so weird about picking buttons. I want what I want. Oh, that's rustic. Look at it. It's just worn and yucky. Threaded. I usually use this. You can buy it at Walmart, any craft store, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You can use regular thread if you want to. That's up to you. So what did I say I wanted? This one? Yes. So I'm going to take this button, and I'm going to simply go up through here. Okay, and I'm going to put just a smidgen of glue right here. I mean, I'm just going to touch it. And that's about it. And then I'm gonna run my string over there in it, and that's gonna hold it down so I can go in and out my holes here. So I'm gonna go in. I'm not gonna pull real tight because I don't want to pull that loose. I didn't really glue it. Okay. So now I can pull. So I'm just gonna fill in my holes and make it look like this button's sewn on here, because who just wants a button on you? You know? Y'all wanna know something funny? My last name was Button. I was born a button. Sure was. True story. There goes my air again. I'm so sorry, y'all. Oh shoot, I got a knot in here. Ugh. I hate it when this does this. You can usually pick it with your needle and see, it'll pop right out, but it's because I didn't let it dangle. Gotta let your thing dangle sometimes. I mean, that you gotta do this to let it untwist, okay? That's what you gotta do. So I'm going to cut this. Y'all forgive me. I'm gonna cut this, and then I'm going to glue it to it. Glue it to it, do it to it. Now I'm gonna just make sure it's not gonna go nowhere right here. And I'm gonna put my dab of glue there. I'm gonna glue that right dead center, maybe, of my tree right there. And then I'm gonna take a another piece. This looks good. And I'm just gonna cut a patch, okay? Just a small little patch. That's not even. Okay, and then I'm gonna take, where's my paint tool? Take my paint tool, and I'm gonna go down the edges just a little bit. This will help you. You can use whatever you have, a needle, a pen. That will also work. I just have grippers on mine and I love it. And it's handy, and it was right there. So I'm just pulling some of these strings out because these are country and crustic. That's country and rustic at the same. That's the same word. I got crustic stuff over here. I was gonna say crusty and rustic. You don't want to do that. So I'm gonna glue my patch down. Country and rustic. That's it. Make sure you don't get burnt. I'm just gonna glue it random wherever I want to, and then I'm gonna take this other little button right here, since it's already got thread in there. It's vintage. I love it. And pop it right there. There's my tree. There you go. That one's done. All I gotta do is sew a loop on it with that thread right there. Now I wanted to show you what I done, okay? On these, they looked so plain. So if you want to fray these, don't put the whatever that stuff, heat and bond on it, okay? Don't put heat and bond on it. Just fray them and glue them down. I had to end up gluing mine down, but I took this little pokey tool and I went up in there and pulled strings out, okay? But I frayed it. So, and on some of these, now these are just material, but on these, you know, all I did is take my pokey tool. You can use tweezers, you can use your scissors, I'm sure. Be careful going at the bottom. And I'm just gonna go around this thing and I'm gonna pull it up some, okay? Now once I get it up, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna do that right there. I couldn't do this until I got it up from the glue, you know? So, there you go. And I just glued my buttons on. I just wanted to show you that. Now, they looked a little plain to me. I have made little bows, okay? So I am gonna take little bows on and put a little bow on each of these. Okay, this is just out of this string right here. So I'm just gonna put a bow, oh shoot, right there. And then my bow's there, and I want to add a little bitty button in the middle. You can add more than one button on these, y'all. Just saying. Let me use my tweezers. That might help me out some. So I added a dot of glue, and then I poke my button on. Okay, so there's that one. I put the button right there. So for this one, I just tear my patches and I pick them like this, or if they're cotton, I'll take this, or you know, if they're not, and I'll just do this right here and hold it down, and then it'll pull some of these out. So I'm just gonna take this, and right here on this corner, I'm just gonna put a spot of glue, poke that down, and then I'm gonna take my button, and I'm gonna put my button right in the middle, okay? And then I'm gonna take a teeny tiny bow, and I'm gonna put a teeny tiny bow right in the center of that button. So there, so that one's done. And it's cute, I love it. This is my favorite. I think this is my favorite, I'm not sure. So I put the bow here. I mean, y'all didn't have to watch me tie every bow, I'm sure. That's kind of boring, but I put the bow up here, and on this one I put it in his little button, and these are done. Oh, so crazy, y'all. Now these are done. Ain't they just the cutest? They're just the cutest. I'll show you a final reveal right now. And ain't they just cute as could be, and country as cornbread. Y'all overlook my little Dollar tree. Okay, that's all I do. I use it for props, that's it. But ain't these cute? Oops, sorry, I got hung on my light. These are so cute. Until next time, thank you for watching. And remember, you are a blessing. Let me know what y'all think. Goodbye.